Hey y'all, it's that Mother effing podcast back again to talk about Power Book 2, Season 3, Episode 1. I'm so excited. I love Power. So, and this is like one of the best ones that came out of the Power universe, besides, Power, the original.
Right.
So I was definitely so excited when this came back on. And there's, it was not that much going on, but there's a lot to unpack here. Like there's a lot to unpack. Starting off, let's start off with Monet, right? So when we first get into it, they show Monet, she is angry. She is a bitch. She is like sitting on the couch, seeming down, like slumped, like defeated in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she is disrespectful to everybody. Like
Yep.
literally everybody. I remember when Lorenzo said to her, he said, "Listen, you ain't gonna talk to me like this." She said, "I'm gonna talk to you however the F I want to talk to you."
Oh
I was
God.
like, okay,
Yeah, she did say that.
Hey,
okay.
I would have lost my cool. I'd have been like, hey, you ain't gonna talk to me like shit.
Yeah.
I'd have lost my cool for a second.
Yeah,
For
like
real.
I was like, okay, all right. But yeah, so she's angry. She is angry, like
Yeah.
literally, like she's got like kill on her mind. Like, listen, if my son is not avenged, I'm never gonna be happy again. And it's crazy because when I look at her like this, it is almost like, and I think it was kind of like apparent, in the other episodes before, but I feel like it comes across as if like Zeke was her favorite. Like the way she's acting, I just feel like the way she's just disrespecting everybody else because I mean I would say she's not as mean to the boys as she is to Diana. She is so rude to Diana. Like get
But
out
you
my
gotta think.
face.
You gotta think. What's the main reason why? She been defying her for a long time, and then she went and did the shit where she told everybody about Zeke being the son.
Right, right.
But
So
Which is true,
she
which is
she's
true.
still holding on to that. She like, yo, like, why is you talking to me? You know it's still that with us, like, you know what I'm saying?
But not even that. I mean, she's really disrespectful to everybody. Like she doesn't even know that Lorenzo did it, and she is so disrespectful to him. You know what I'm
I think
saying?
I think that one of the reasons why she's so nice to Zeke because Zeke was the way out the game. He was a meal
Yeah.
ticket in the
Right.
That
beginning.
that and on
Yeah,
top of the fact that
He
he
turned
was who
first.
he was.
he
He
was.
wasn't trying to act as, you know what I'm saying? He was true to himself. No matter, you
Right.
That's
know what
why
I'm
she kept
saying?
him out the game. That's why she always made sure he went to basketball practice, had a coach, all that stuff
Right.
was in school
Hmm.
Right.
because she felt like he was a meal ticket out the game for the Tejada family.
Right.
So she
Exactly.
had everything planned out. But
Right.
everything
Cause you a
ended.
Right.
good child, a good person, and you got talent, like skill to,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, make it out in a legal way. Yeah, you
exactly.
definitely gonna favor that person more.
Right, because
Yeah,
it just definitely seemed like I don't know, because we're like let's think about when she was ready to kill her own son Cain.
yeah.
Like that love that she's showing for Zeke is not the same. You know,
Exactly.
like
And
she didn't really care. Like okay, she's like F Diana. She didn't
yeah,
care about Cain when Cain was going through his stuff. Drew, I don't really. I don't. I
I
haven't
think he's
seen.
secondary. Like
he
like
probably
Drew
secondary.
was the highest in that with them three, but I
Right.
think he's still behind Zeke.
Right, right. Zeke
I think
just
she got more
really,
respect
really had
behind Zeke
her
because with
in a
Kane.
chokehold,
Yep.
and and he really had her in a chokehold. But so Davis comes in and tells her, okay, like this penthouse it belongs to you. She gives it um to Kane and to Drew, right?
Hmm.
And then we kind of switch over to kind of seeing about the new lady, Noma.
Right.
So Noma. Now, let me tell you my thoughts about Noma. When I see Noma, I said, we talked about who was more ruthless. Was it Rock? Was it Tasha? Or was it Monet? Noma, okay?
Out
Like,
of all,
Noma brings something far more ruthless than anybody else I've seen. And this was only one episode. I mean, when she went to go get that ring, from, you know, the guy that bought it at the auction. They're like, okay, you know, hand it over. They're like, no. So she's like, okay. Not only did she just, like, you know, kill them, she cut the girl's whole hand off, not just the finger, the whole hand, took it off, threw it back at her, threw the hand back at her, and then had them killed. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And then when she came in to the house where Kane and them were having the party with Temeka's house, and she automatically just hit Kane, like he said one wrong thing, boom. You know what I'm saying? He did something again wrong, boom. Like, they weren't playing.
Yeah,
They weren't
yeah. And
playing.
I expected this from Power. Like when a new character comes in like this, somebody like this, like Noma, they gonna come in making some noise.
They always have a force behind them. It's always like that. Because even the Russian dude was like that.
Yeah,
That Ghost had to face. They always come with some kind of, oh, I'm untouchable. I'm too powerful for you to touch. But she'll probably get touched eventually though.
Eventually, but I'm saying, as for a female, she is the most ruthless that we have seen so far. But let me tell you how I feel about that. With Monet's anger right now, Monet's anger, and then the fact that this woman said that Mecca was her man. Like, first of all, where did this come from? How did you even know about the ring? Because from our understanding, that ring was for Monet. So did you originally have that ring to give to this woman? And then, you know, once you found about, you know, that you can reach Monet again, like I don't know, but they're gonna have a battle. Them two.
Yeah, they're gonna have to cross paths at some point in time this season and all that. And I felt like probably Mecca had more feelings for Monet. You know, he probably liked Norma
I
and all
agree.
that, but when he saw Monet back in season 2, his old feelings came back and he fell back in love with Monet. That's why he had that ring.
But
Yep,
but
just a
so,
simple change of heart.
He had it for
so you're
no.
thinking that ring was originally for her?
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it was originally for Noma, but
Yeah,
when you have a change of heart, then shit is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Right. Right. So
exactly.
so, you know, Noma ends up giving them like a huge supply. Like, this is the most they ever had. It was a whole warehouse full. Like, crazy. But it makes sense because Mecca had a big weight, you
Yeah.
know. That warehouse reminded me of a warehouse that they were in already, you know. But yeah,
Tommy's warehouse.
it reminded me of something like, well, actually it reminded me of the warehouse that they were in when he killed his chef. It reminded me of that warehouse.
It could be the same
But
place.
so what do you guys think about Noma? Because I did a whole bunch of talking. What y'all think about Noma?
I mean, she cool. I don't know if she I mean, she made an impact by coming in the way she came in, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out because you know Tariq's sneaky as hell. You know what I'm saying? He act pretty much is the same way Ghost was acting. He just a little bit more. He makes some mistakes too though, so it's about the same. He'll be about the same. So, but we're gonna see what he do because I know he ain't gonna want to work for her for good, but he gonna work for her for a little minute to make some money.
You know, go ahead.
I'm glad Tariq didn't give up under pressure either, and just spill out all the information about Mecca, what happened to Mecca, and all that. Because for a second I thought like maybe he'll do something, maybe he'll say something else, but he kind of just stayed with with the right original story.
Yeah, I didn't think that he was going to do that because then he's implicated because he was involved. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think he was going to do that. But, you know, here we go with where Braden's asking, we could do the same for you. Braden, shut up.
But look, does Braden not remind you of how Tommy used to act?
Yeah, he want to be in this game so bad.
Yeah. He's so eager, like, we could do it better than Mecca. Don't say that. Just chill.
He was like, we can do it better. I'm like, Braden.
We can do it better. I'm like, dude.
Like, come on.
Like, don't touch. Just calm down. Like,
yes, like they're just saying, like, okay, we worked with him. He like, we could do it for you. Like, we can. I'm like, dude, relax, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, you know, when you talked about Tariq and Under Pressure, it makes me think about Bash. first of all, when Bash came and asked for, money because, his reputation and all that stuff, whatever. At first I thought to myself, like, why do we have Bash involved here? Like, who wants to see this play out? Nobody, right? But luckily it only was this episode. You know what I'm saying? Because Tyreek, he just flipped out, blacked out, and like killed dude. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah,
said, you like your father, you're this, you're that. And it's funny how they both was going, well, Tyreek wasn't going to kill him, but it's funny how both of them were going to him at the same time.
it's kind of like
Yeah,
a big,
Braden
big
and Kane. And
because they knew he had to die because he knew too much information. He knew
right.
that Tariq was really behind Course Correct. As soon as I saw him, I was like, yeah, he's probably gonna die this episode or the next episode.
And it's so funny because when you brought Jodeci, when you brought up, him being, I think it was Jodeci that said it, with him being like Tommy, it makes sense because when Tyreek went there, Tyreek went to talk to him.
like
But
Ghost.
yeah, like Ghost. But when Braden went to take him out, like
Yeah,
Tommy.
Yeah,
the similarities is too close. Like Ghost would do the same thing to somebody. He'll be talking to him, and they'll say the wrong thing, and he snap and kill you. Then
Facts.
it's like, damn, oh shit, I did what I wasn't trying to do. It's the
yeah.
Facts.
same way.
Facts.
The thing is with Braden, he's not as ruthless as Tommy. Remember,
Yeah,
Braden technically hasn't caught a body yet.
Right.
right.
Thought he
Right.
did, but he never did. So Kane thinks that he did, but he never did. So
Which
Right.
remember too, they still young. So
yeah,
we don't know how Tommy was when they was young yet.
that would be
Until
interesting
like
for
raising Kane and Tommy might have been the same way, kind of scared and shaky, and you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Right. Right.
That's gonna be
Facts.
interesting. Yeah,
Right.
so we'll see. Maybe they were the same way as kids.
Right.
What about them running drugs through the Weston's holding organizations? Do we think that that's a possibility they're gonna do that? I think so.
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned it in the second episode, like the little
Right.
preview.
Yeah, that's
Right.
happening.
It showed that that from the previews, it's showing like they're going to be, selling drugs up in there. That's going to be one
Yeah,
of their spots that they go ahead and sell drugs. So yeah, I
Hmm.
definitely think that that's going to happen. And I also think that Braden most likely is going to try and get with Kiki.
yeah, I see that
Yeah,
happening. Possible.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can definitely see that happening. But how
Another similarity with
though?
him and Tommy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna get Tariq up in there though. Like, I mean, because they know what Tariq is about. Especially the dad. I forgot the dad's name, but the head of the Weston family, he knows what Tariq is about. So how they gonna let him into the organization like that?
That's what I was about to say. When you brought that up, I was about to say, like, because when I saw the previews, I'm like, I don't understand when they were acting so negative towards him, on this episode, the mother, you know what I'm saying? And I know the father already has negative thoughts, regarding Tariq. So I was wondering too, like, why is he going to get up in there? Like, do you guys think that he is going to be able to stay in school, or do you think that he's going to get kicked out of school?
I
Um,
don't know about that. I don't know. That one's kind of iffy. But as far as the facility, the building they in, the little corporation, I think he'll just use Braden to run it through there since Braden already in there. I don't think
yeah,
Right,
he
but
but
gonna
it looked like
actually.
Tyreek's going to be in there.
I think
So,
Tariq that
I
photo that
highly doubt that he'll be like running everything out of there because his dad not gonna let him be in there like that.
yeah, I
right,
think
but
the
it looked like
photo.
he was going to work there. So I guess we'll figure it
But I
out.
think you remember that photo that Tariq has of
Of the
Yeah,
blackface.
the
yeah,
blackface
he
that
still got that. Yeah, Tariq. That's another thing. Like
and be like, I need
Tariq
a
do some
job,
real smart shit.
and then use tape too, also possible to kind of help
Right,
him out. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that can happen behind the scenes to get him up in there.
right.
So we'll see. But I mean, definitely he's going to be working with the Western organization. I definitely see that.
So let's talk about Effie.
Yep.
So The funny thing about it, for the longest time, we have been hearing people say, that there's something with Effie, that, she may be, undercover, she may be a CI, she may, have like connections with a Connect or connections, to somebody that they had issues with.
Mhm.
So when Jenny Sullivan was talking to Blanca, first of all, like, let me just say this. I did not think that the detective, the one that is watching Megan's house, was still going to be in it. I did not see him still being in, this season. But
I didn't either,
so
but it makes sense though.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
because people can never let it go. Like,
Hmm.
there's nobody that has ever been involved in these cases that can ever just let it go. They can't.
Facts. The only
It
person
becomes
that we
like their whole
saw
life.
that left was the bald headed guy. The one that got mad at Saxon them and tried to fire Saxon them. The bald headed
Right.
short
Yeah,
short
I
dude.
forgot his
But
name.
the
Yeah,
only difference with him is he wasn't that invested in it.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
he
Like,
kind of came in towards the end. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, he wasn't as invested.
He wasn't
So
as
when Jenny Sullivan says to Blanca that she has a CI embedded in there, in there,
Hmm.
in there.
right.
So I had a couple thoughts on that, right? Um, Now, mind you, I guess let's talk about the elephant in the room before we even, really get to that. Um, the fact that we seen Lauren alive. Were you guys surprised?
Yep.
I wasn't.
I was. I swear to God. I was like, what the hell, bro? I
Unless
thought
I
she was
see,
dead the whole time.
unless I see a funeral on Power, I'm thinking that everybody's still alive.
Yeah,
But
but we didn't see a funeral on everybody.
Right. We didn't see a funeral on uh what's the dude name that Tommy killed with the
Proctor.
hat. That had the hat. Yeah, Proctor and the
Pro-
other dude with the hat.
Louise.
I think that's his name. The one who tried to get Tom or the got Tommy to kill the guy
but
who was messing with his
we didn't
daughter.
actually see. We didn't
Yeah,
actually see
Louise.
them being killed.
Louise.
We didn't actually see her being killed either. That's the whole thing. Like we didn't see her getting killed, or there wasn't a funeral or anything. Um, the people that we mentioned, we actually saw them get killed. You know,
Right. For me,
but
it was a toss up. Like, I at first I was with Jodeci. I was like, nah, she's done. But the more people kept on, speaking about it, I was like, well, I don't know, But I think if anything, I was surprised to see her in the first episode. You know what I'm saying? Um,
definitely a plot
but
twist.
there's a couple thoughts on that. So whereas, she talked about that she has a CI embedded, that would automatically, make us think of maybe Effie, because she can't be talking about Lauren as a CI because she's not embedded in there. She's out right now. They think she's dead. So I feel like you can't be talking about her. And then also Lauren doesn't know anything. So
Right.
like,
Plus, she's not somebody that's embedded in the actual
yeah,
organization. So
right.
it has
She's
to
not
be somebody
embedded.
that's still with them.
So there's two thoughts there. There's Effie and there's
Yeah,
Sax, because Sax can be considered a CI because he is working with Davis and he is giving her information.
Right. And check this out,
that's
right?
the point.
So before this, right before we started filming this, I looked and I watched Movie Bot,
Okay.
and he broke down why Effie isn't, because he played the actual live from Courtney Kemp, and Courtney Kemp broke it down and said she's not an informant or anything, not a Fed informant, none of that. So I was like, it's got to be Sax then.
Okay. Now
So
the only for because in my mind I was like, if they're trying to trick us here. I was really thinking that they're trying to trick us here. They want us
Facts.
to think it's Effie, and the only thing that led me to believe maybe it was Effie in this episode was when she was like, okay, I need my space. I want to be my own person, because why would you need your space? But then the moment that he's going to get back in the game, now you want to be all up in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just a little weird to me that she wanted the space. Like, you wanted the space, and then he walks into class after you sitting over there. Now he getting chummy with Diana now. You
Yeah.
know, like, now you about to open this door for Diana to swoop in. However, we saw that the TA look like he got a thing for Diana.
yeah, I could see
So
them. Well,
it looked like they're possibly going to be dating.
When I
Yeah.
saw Lauren, when she came back into the picture, I said, "Yo, Effie is an informant. She the feds. I swear to God." But then when I
So
watched the movie by shit, I was like, "Damn. Well, guess not then."
so let's
Right.
go back to season 2 right quick. That episode where where Braden kidnapped what's her name and tried to take her, to safety and all that. Lauren, um what's her name? Effie, she came in, intercepted that, and then she hit Lauren on the head, and then they went off somewhere. Y'all don't think she went off to Jenny's house or to somewhere?
Well,
Nah.
if you
Like,
saw the previews for the next episode, it shows Lauren being like unconscious or something in the
yeah,
car
Right.
driving.
okay.
So it
I
would.
think Effie tried to make it look like it was a car wreck, and she because they mentioned something about her being pushed in the water or some shit.
I don't
I don't
remember,
remember
the details of
all
that, but
car
it
wreck.
does look like that did occur. That
Right.
she really, but she just didn't succeed.
I just think Effie messed up.
Okay, so you don't think Effie and Jenny were working together, possibly?
Well,
No.
I'm thinking, like it makes sense what you said because usually Courtney Kemp, she lets us know the truth. You know what I'm saying
Hmm.
about it. So after he said that, it makes me be like, okay, maybe not. But I really felt like when she said it that she was trying to trick us, and the CI is Sax.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
could be.
who it's got to be because he the only one that know the most information. That's working with somebody that's working with the people on the inside.
Right. And I think she was borderline like playing Blanca with that information. She was
Hmm.
trying to say, "Oh, I have somebody there," knowing that that person wasn't as knowledgeable as Blanca is probably thinking that they're going
Right.
to be.
But we all
She
know
has a CI to get some information because she's getting some information. However, how relevant it is the question.
But
Right.
Davis doesn't trust Sachs. Tariq definitely doesn't trust Sachs. So how much information is Sachs going to be giving Jenny? They had a discussion
Because
about that on
Jenny
episode
is thinking he's getting this from Davis, that
Right.
Davis is going to slip up, that they're going to find, some type of loophole or something. That's why she wants him to look into the Theo, what's his name, Rollins or whatever his name is,
1.
look
Yeah,
into the case for his brother Theo, but they don't know it's his brother. They're like,
Plus
look
he
into that because,
eavesdropping.
huh?
Sax a real sneaky eavesdropper, and that's what he
Facts.
known for doing. So
with
you know he
Nick
gonna
and
get some
Davis.
information.
He didn't
Like
know
think about it.
that.
He just told Jenny that Tariq was in the office, so they're dealing again. You know what I'm saying? So she's getting information as a CI would do. However, she's not getting, relevant information right now.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, he's a CI, but he's doing a bad job. He's being a bad job at it. If he is really a CI, I think it could still be Effie, but it could be a curveball, it could be Saxon. You gotta. I'm
Um,
just thinking back of what happened on season 2.
And also think about it. He's not like the literal CI. She like you was just saying. I think she just said that to lie to Blanca, but she's
yeah,
using the information from Sax.
right.
Yeah,
That's what I think. I really think she lying. I think she just said that to make it look like she had more information than she did so that she can get help.
Right.
But you notice right after they cut off that scene between Jenny and Blanca, they went straight to the scene with Effie and Tariq. And I was like, as soon as she mentioned the CI, then they go straight to Effie. I was like, yo,
Because I
I don't
think
know.
they're trying to make us think it's Effie.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it could be either way. She could be lying, it could be Effie, or it could be Sax.
Well, if it is Effie, we're not finding that out until a couple episodes in. That's how I definitely feel.
I don't think it is because like Courtney Kemp don't really. She'll tell you what it is straight up. She didn't ruin everybody's emotions by saying Ghost is dead and that he ain't coming back, so leave it alone.
Right.
So far we ain't seen Ghost. You know what I'm saying? So
And I'm going way back to the original Power now. Remember when Effie sent that text message to Unknown? Was she a CI back then? Could she possibly been a CI back then?
I think that was just her connect. whoever she had that she was working for.
Right.
Right? I mean, it could be.
Because
It
she
could be
said
back then
her
too.
text said the competition is out the way. It didn't say like,
Competition's out the way.
like
That's
I
what.
got him, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no federal thing, nothing like that.
Right, because why would you say competition if you was a CI?
Exactly.
So
It
I'm
could be
not going with her. I'm leaning towards Sax.
Now I
Dax.
think she could be, because remember she was on a little preview, like it looked like she was running from the police.
She was. She
So she
was.
could become one event like after that, but we don't know if she gonna snitch or not. We don't know.
I
We
think
just have
that's
to wait
going.
and see with that.
I think that's going to be one of the biggest early storylines of this season. What is Effie? We need to get a background, more information about Effie. We need to find out more about her. Is she a CI? Is she attached to somebody in the previous Power universe and all that? So we need to find that out. That's going to be one of the biggest storylines I think this season.
Right, right. Yeah, I agree with you there. Um, I'm definitely hoping we get more of a backstory on there. And I'm like, man, I'm wondering if Tyreek is going to be in the middle of Effie and Diana. Um, and then when Lauren comes back, like, what's going to happen there? Like, it's just, it's crazy. Like, it's definitely crazy.
I feel
Um,
like
I think Lauren gonna fold and she gonna come back and run at Tariq, and then Tariq gonna figure out like what was really going on.
I want to see Effie's expression or her face or whatever when Lauren reappears.
oh yeah,
I
me
want to
too.
see her face, and that will
Me
tell
too.
us
Yeah.
she's a CI or did she just didn't know. Like that's going to tell us a lot. She don't have
But
to say
Lauren,
anything. Her
I mean,
expression.
not Lauren. Effie just looks so guilty.
Yeah.
Whenever Tyreek talks about her. Now that could be guilty because, she's a CI, but she also looks like it's guilt of like, I killed this woman, you know?
Because you also got to think when she came back, it looked like she had that look on her face like, damn, I killed this girl, and I know that Tariq was feeling some type of way about her. You know what I'm saying? She had that look on her face like, shh, this ain't it.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's definitely
Facts.
going to be interesting. Agree that Lorenzo's going to die sometime this season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Monet's
Yeah.
gonna kill him.
Okay. So
You remember the trailer? The trailer showed Kane and them carrying his casket, and then he was wearing his chain or something like that.
Oh, Monet is taking him out. That's how I feel.
No, do
Yeah.
we know that Lorenzo, or do we know that's going to be Zeke? Because they could have a funeral for Zeke the next episode or something.
I was
Official.
thinking the funeral was gonna be for Zeke, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Monet is taking him out. I think Monet is going to be the one to take out Noma as well. These are
Yep.
my predictions. And
A lot.
I definitely think Monet and Diana, they got a lot more rockiness, with their relationship coming.
It's definitely gonna be some shit between them two.
Right.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna speak to each other for a while, especially since that what you call it now, Stansfield. So they don't even have to cross paths anything.
And you knew what? You know what? I knew that Monet was going to trust Tyreek. Did you
Yeah.
notice? And you notice how everybody she spoke to them so disrespectfully, but Tyreek, she was not disrespectful to him at all.
I said that. That's why I said she got more respect for Tyreek now than she does both for her sons. And what's her name?
Yeah, but she said
Part of that is because of the fact that Tariq sat down and told her like, "Yo, this is what's going on. Your son still messing with the little fruity dude, and then your other son, he doing this behind your back. Your daughter, she's sneaking and doing this behind." He told everything.
But she said to him too. She said, "I trust you because you were the only one with me when my son died." So so that shows us right there that she thinks it could be any of them.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks it could be Lorenzo, it could be her two sons, it could be Diana. For the fact for her to say, "You were the only person with me, so you are who I trust." That means she's already looking. That's why she's disrespectful to them, because she doesn't know if they had anything to do with Zeke dying.
And if you going to do something to somebody, you want to push them away from you, the furthest away from you. So when you do it, you don't have that emotional connection. It don't mess you up, so you won't freeze up to do it.
Hmm. But like literally, you could tell she's got big issues with her family just by the way she spoke to Tariq.
Yeah. And
You could
now
tell.
it's gonna be her and Lorenzo in the house. Lorenzo, he probably is gonna have to move out or something at this point because she don't trust him.
Well, he feels guilty, so he's gonna sit there and take everything
Okay.
because he feels guilty. I think he's gonna put up with it.
Yeah, but
I don't know
we all
why he just didn't. Bro, like he should have just came forward and just said he did it in the very beginning.
Well, if I was him, I would go and kill somebody random and say it was them who did it.
pull
Yeah.
like they did on Raising Canaan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would do that because and try to, you know what I'm saying, like get the heat off of me and try and, get the heat on somebody else. That's what I would
Exactly.
do.
To do it that
That
way.
may be what he do though. You know what I'm saying? It might
And
be
then
what
they
he end up
find out
doing.
that that was a lie.
Yeah.
That could
They
happen.
find out later on that it was a lie. Hey, I can see that happening too.
It's all
Yeah.
of DTG. All the DTG is pretty much gone at this point because they could easily just do that way.
Yeah, I think all them dead.
All of them are dead. Okay.
Except for the dude that was sitting down with Lorenzo and he said, yeah, I'm just gonna go my own way. And Lorenzo kind of gave him that look and said something to him. I can't remember what he said to him, but he stopped messing with Lorenzo. I can't think of his name though.
Are you talking about
the
the one that ended up working with Mecca?
Nah, he wasn't working with Mecca.
You talking about the light skinned bald headed guy that came back at Lorenzo's coming back party?
Yeah.
Didn't he get shot?
No, not him, not the light skinned one. It was a dude that was like kind of like he was brown skinned.
Okay.
I don't
But
know.
I can't remember his name. But I don't know if he was with them or not. So I don't know off top. But he might get him involved in it though.
Yeah, it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense too. It can't just be some random person. It gotta
Right.
kind of make sense. So the only beef I really think that what's his name Zeke really had was basically with DTG.
Yep.
With family and all that. So it gotta kind of make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Random
Yeah.
person.
All right. Do y'all have anything else?
I have nothing else. It's gonna be a good season. I think it's gonna be the best one though.
Oh, yeah,
Best
I'm
season
excited.
of all time.
I'm excited. I can't wait for the next episode. I'm excited to see where, this is gonna go. So I'm definitely excited. And
Yeah.
we see Blanca is now back involved. So like, yeah, I'm excited. I wonder if Blanca and Stacks are gonna cross paths again, But yeah, I'm excited.
I don't know. They need to get rid of her ass though. I'm tired of her.
Quickly, do we all need to see Tasha this season at all? Is Tasha gonna pop up this season? Do we think?
I don't know.
I don't
Probably
really
not.
care about it too much.
It doesn't seem like she's needed in this season.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Unless Tariq is just
maybe at the very end, maybe
at the end, maybe like last season.
a phone
Like last
call
season,
or a
yeah.
letter.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What about 2-Bit? Do you think we're gonna see him this season?
I hope so.
I mean,
I
he
hope
has
so.
unfinished business, so
Yes.
that's up in the air as well. And I think if we see 2-Bit, if we see Tasha, it's going to be towards the end.
Yeah, I think we may get 2-Bit possibly enforced though, possibly, but maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see about that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Let us know your thoughts, your predictions. Hit like if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. We'll be back next week to talk about Power Book 2, Season 3, Episode 2. I'm excited, y'all. So, thank y'all. Bye.